Okay, so I'm back for another one. I'm out of space. I got like a 45-minute video of like every moment between me and Aaron that I could record. And it's taking up all my fucking space. This phone doesn't actually have a lot of space, you know? And then I got like a ton of screenshots. An additional 10 minutes of Aaron doing shit. And then my baby. I got my daughter on there too. But anyway, I'm running out of space. So I apologize. This one didn't start perfectly, but it doesn't matter. The ones that like me, right? All right. So then the next, I got the facts to back it. By the way, after reading that article that we just read in the last video, right? New drug could help stop depression, anxiety, brain injury, and cognitive disorders by SciTech Daily. Y'all better not take that pill. Y'all better not take that pill. You better not take that pill. Anyway, let's move on. The facts to back. Covert emotional incest and the lack of success. Remember that video? That was one of my first videos. So I actually found something that is very, it kind of supports what I said. It says adults with a history of childhood trauma explore less during a foraging task and collect fewer rewards. And I want to say both of these articles were created a couple, like within the last week. I better hurry up because the phone's gonna die. And the allergy medicine started kicking. I'm kind of sleepy now. All right. So it says people with adverse childhood experiences explore less as adults and may be less sensitive to positive rewards, according to a study published in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences. Using a foraging paradigm, the researchers found evidence that reward-based decision-making may contribute to the psychopathology observed in people with childhood trauma. An adverse childhood experience is an extreme stressor that occurs during childhood that could lead to negative psychosocial outcomes later in life. Examples of ACEs include physical and emotional abuse, neglect, parental divorce, and parental imprisonment. All things that, like parental imprisonment, can be an enmeshment. Parental divorce can set off certain things within emotional incest. You know. Excuse me. So, psychology studies have found evidence that such negative childhood experiences affect the way people make decisions in the future, pulling them toward choices that maximize short-term benefits and limit exploration. For example, adolescents with early life stress prefer immediate rewards over delayed ones and explore less on a risk-taking task. While this strategy toward short-term rewards may be adaptive in volatile environments, findings suggest that it can lead to poor outcomes later in life, like substance misuse. Let's get down to what they saw. Okay. While previous research was conducted among adolescents, his colleagues wanted to explore how childhood stress might impact reward processing into adulthood. To do this, the researchers had a sample of adults complete a computerized task that used a patch foraging paradigm. The patch foraging task was completed by 145 adults, 47 of whom reported a high number of ACEs and 98 of whom reported a low number of ACEs. The task had participants forage apples from a tree presented on the screen. At each round, the participant had to choose whether to stay with the same tree or which gradually yielded fewer apples, or to explore a new tree with fresh rewards. There were also two different foraging environments. One was a poor quality environment where it was most beneficial to explore less and exploit the same tree for longer. And the other was a rich quality environment where it paid off to explore more and spend less time with each tree. The results revealed that participants with a higher number of ACEs explored less, meaning they stayed with the same tree for longer than participants with a low number of ACEs. And compared to the low ACE group, with the high ACE group placed less weight on recent reward feedback when making their decisions across the poor quality and rich quality environments. This ran contrary to the researchers' hypothesis, which expected participants with a history of stress to place more emphasis on recent feedback, given that feedback from recent events is more useful in predicting the future within volatile, uncertain environments. The author said that their findings might be attributed to the fact that their paradigm tested decision-making to obtain rewards rather than to avoid punishment. Exposure to the ACEs has previously been tied to an elevated response to punishment, and it could be that people with a history of stress are overweighting feedback to avoid punishment and underweighting feedback to accumulate rewards. The researchers noted that it may be interesting for future studies to investigate how adults with history of trauma incorporate feedback from both punishments and rewards. So participants with high exposure to ACEs collected fewer apples overall, suggesting their foraging strategies were less optimal compared to participants with low exposure to stress. Thus, although some findings were unexpected, the overall results were consistent with the notion that childhood trauma can influence decision-making and lead to negative consequences into adulthood, which we all know that, right? I'm just reading this to you because this is literally what the F I said in that article, or not in that article. What is the name of that video? I think it's covert emotional incest in the mainstream and the lack of success, right? In that video, I said that I literally tried to harm myself because failure was it wasn't help, it was lectures, it was punishment. Like anytime I needed help or anything, it was punishment. So I had a tendency to not do more because I did not want to get in trouble. I didn't want to fail, right? So this article proves what I just said, what I said. And I didn't just say it. It's been a year since I said that one. But the research is in, the research is in. So I'm just excited. I get excited when I see what I'm saying come up in research. I love it. I'm excited. So excited that now on my little, it's not a vision board per se. I don't have a vision board. I do a lot of daydreaming anyway. Yeah, I want an honorary degree, please. Can I get an honorary degree? I've literally done like 5 people's job. just saying. But yeah, this goes back to covert emotional incest and the lack of success. And when they finally do the research on rewards and punishment, that's where they're gonna find the success. Like those who like really strive for success, and the people, like I said, that are in the mainstream, that are like Paris Hilton, who just absolutely refuse to ever have to like do anything with her parents ever again type shit. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna find it in those, and when they do that, I can't wait to see that and see what it says. But just another, I got the facts to back it. Yeah. All right, I'm ready for bed now. Y'all have a good evening.